Probably the Manchester derby is always a fantastic game. And obviously we had a great time in the derbies last year. Quite a few late goals, late winners, and that was one of the highlights of the season for me. Obviously scoring late on in the Manchester derby. We went on, and I think Scholesy scored late on. Scored another. Wayne scored in the League Cup as well late on in the semi-final. So we tended to do well last year against them. But yeah, from a personal point of view, that was a really exciting game for me, and to win the Manchester derby, to score the winner, was something I won't forget. I think you'd have to say Chelsea are the team that, they're champions after all, and they haven't changed their squad too much, so you'd have to say that Chelsea are the team that everyone's got to sort of target. If you beat Chelsea, then you should have a good chance of winning the league. Well, it was probably a surprise last year in terms of the two finalists. Even though they've got a good sort of European pedigree, then they wouldn't have been on everyone's team or two to fancy for the Champions League. So you tend not to look outside Spain, do you? So I'd say, obviously, with Jose Mourinho going to Real Madrid, then you'd have to take them very seriously. And Barcelona, arguably, they've been the best team in Europe for the last few years. So I'd say one of them two teams outside England. Oh, it's always good at Manchester United, obviously. To get into the team is no easy feat, and to stay there is probably even harder. So, yeah, there's plenty of competition, but you do need a big squad to be successful. You learn that over the years, and we certainly got a big squad. The only thing is, last year we were unfortunate that virtually every injury we had came to the same position, and that was at centre half early on in the season. Then towards the end, it tended to be centre forwards. But so yeah, competition is strong. We've got a big squad, quality squad, and it should be a good season for us. Well, you can only do your best, obviously, train well, prepare well, be available for when the manager calls you. You've got to be right mentally and physically to go and put on a good performance, and and they're the main things. And then after that, then it's obviously up to the manager who he chooses. But it sounds easy, but probably the most difficult thing is not playing for a couple of weeks and then all of a sudden getting called up and being mentally right and physically right to go and perform well. At the end of the season, I'll look and think, was I happy with the amount of games I was available for? Did I score enough goals in the games that I played? And did I play well enough in them games? Was there any highlights, from the season in terms of, did we win anything? Did you score in a cup final or different things like that? So I like sort of looking back and seeing what I did over the course of the year, but I wouldn't put any goal totals or performance total, appearance totals or anything like that, because especially at a club like this, you just never know how the manager's going to use you and what type of minutes you're going to get on the pitch. Spanish. I'd probably go into Milan again. It's very hard to predict derbies. I played in the San Siro last year and it was a fabulous stadium. No home advantage, obviously. I'd probably say Inter Milan because I fancy them for the league. But AC Milan were a very tough team to play against when we played them. But I'll probably side with Inter. I'm going to go for Real Madrid. I think Jose Mourinho's got obviously something about him, hasn't he? Wherever he tends to go, he tends to win. So I'm gonna, as much as I think Barcelona, one of the best teams in Europe, I think Mourinho's going to turn them into winners. I've won one and lost one of them. Again, I think home advantage is big in Spain, so you'd have to side with the home teams. Real Madrid to win at the Bernabeu and Barcelona to win in the Nou Camp, just like that's what happened when I was there.